Hey, what's going on, everybody? BDO44 coming at you another video. All right, so the Clippers beat our butt yesterday, right? Los Angeles Lakers fan here, so I'm a little spicy about that loss, whatever. But I gotta say something about the Clippers. They do have a good team, but they, like the Lakers, like a few other teams in the league, are a trade away from being real contenders. I don't It's not that they don't have enough wing help and depth. They do have depth. When you look on the back of their bench, you'll see players who can play. Batum, Morris, Coffee, Man. These are all really, really good guards and forwards. When you start looking at their center position, you have Ivica Zubats and Moses Brown. That's it. That's your size. Everybody else is short. You're playing Rocco, you're playing Batum, you're playing Kawhi as your bigs. They got a guy by the name of DiBiase. He's a power forward. I hope he can play some five. I don't know. But after that, you're looking at non-shooters at the five spot and a bunch of forwards who are playing undersized big ball. They are a undersized team. They are a small ball team. No one's seen it yet because Ivica Zubats has been playing damn near 48 minutes a game, and he's been balling like an all-star in the game that he played. It's only one game they've played, so you haven't seen this dynamic. But you will soon see. If Zubats doesn't stay all the way healthy, they have no size. Zero size. Nothing but guards and jump shooters coming at you. Jump shooters, jump shooters, jump shooters, jump shooters, guards, 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 guards. No one to get the rebound. That's why they couldn't blow the Lakers out last night. They had sequences on the floor where they were able to destroy the Lakers because the Lakers can't shoot worth a damn. But at the end of the day, the Lakers kept coming back in the game. Why? Because they were able to outsize this team. They have enough size to keep throwing at them. Guys like Braun were able to get into the paint. Guys like Walker were able to score in the paint because the only rim protection they have is Zubats. So what I'm telling you is the Clippers are an optical illusion until a trade is made. They're an optical illusion in the sense that they got a lot of really nice names, a lot of forwards, this and that. All those forwards can really, really contribute. But without the size to help get to the highest point, getting block shots, rim protection, rebounds, and those things, you're relying upon one single soul to do that, all of that for your entire team, and you think you're going to be a contender that wins the NBA championship? That is not realistic. And we're not even talking about the fact that they're relying upon players who are coming back from injury, who are actually stepping in front of players who probably should be playing more minutes. Coffee, Man, those guys should be playing more than they're going to be because of guys like Wall and Kawhi and PG who only play about 20 games a year. So just like the Brooklyn Nets, the Los Angeles Clippers have the exact same dynamic. And just like the Brooklyn Nets, the media is going to lie to you and tell you the Clippers are better than they are. I don't know why they cap about these two teams, but it's time somebody actually tell you what's really going on with those two teams. The Clippers are not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. They just very much need to get some size down there. Because once you start running into teams like the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, Philadelphia, Cleveland, all these teams have size. The Rockets. Think about what we're talking about here. We're talking about height. What era are we entering into? Wembanyama. How the hell are the Clippers going to be able to survive without bigs in the era that we're in, you guys? We talk about Banchero. We're talking about Valanciunas and of course Williamson. We're talking about all these huge people that you have to deal with. Even if you deal with teams like Portland, you got centers to deal with. Even if you go dealing with Sacramento, you got Sabonis to deal with. Where is the size? They're throwing Batum at these guys. They're throwing Kawhi at these guys. They're throwing Terrence Mann at these guys. Do not let the media lie to you about the Clippers. If they get themselves a center, they get them an Ayton or a Vucevic, they're in there. It's a good chance they're going to do a lot of good things. But they're still relying upon guys like John Wall to stay healthy. And mind you this, John Wall's the only real point guard, pass facilitating point guard on the team. So what we're seeing here is John Wall injury and the Ivica Zubats injury away from them not even being able to function. Not even being able to function. Like I said, the media be lying to you about these teams, and I don't know why. I got my theories, but I don't want to sound crazy. But they be lying about these teams, bro. What is actually there to look at on paper is not what they be telling you is there. Oh, this team is going to win the championship. They're too small, period. They're too small. They're going to shoot too many jump shots, and they're going to end up getting out-rebounded. They're going to end up giving up leads. They're going to end up having situations where they're not going to have no rim protection, just like the Lakers last year. If I were the Los Angeles Clippers, I would sign Dwight Howard. Yes, I would. I would call Dwight Howard and I would give him a $1 million contract and just put him on the roster. It could literally be the answer to all your problems. Because you don't need the center to be a world beater. You just need him to be good enough to rebound and just be competent enough to sit back down when it's time to. Because you're going to run small ball most of the time anyway. But Zubac is going to get injured. He's not going to make it through the season with this type of role. It's not happening. And so, like I said, I hope DiBiase can do something. Moses Brown is a very limited player. I like him a lot, and he's a rebounding monster, but he's limited as hell. So that's not your answer. So this talk about the Clippers being a contender and all this, they're going to run into teams like Minnesota, and you're going to see exactly how contending they're not. Seriously. You run into Golden State and all them dudes, Wiseman and them, they're going to get knocked off. I don't think they win a game against the Golden State Warriors this year. Not a game. Not one game. They need size. About as bad as the Lakers need shooting, the Clippers need size. It just doesn't glare. You can't see it. Zubac hides it. But he can't do this. It ain't going to work. He ain't going to make through the season. You and I both know that. If you follow the game of basketball, he's your only big. I'm a Laker fan. I had him for 4 or 5 years. That's my rook. He ain't going to make it through the season. 0 chance. I better get you a center. And another point guard. I like Reggie Jackson a lot, but he's a bit redundant. You don't need him. Not that much. You get him somewhere and you find yourself a facilitating point guard. Someone who's going to get others involved. Reggie just going to get his own shot. Sometimes he's hot. Sometimes he's cold. He can make plays. You know, he's almost an all-star level player when he's really hot. That's why he's so high. Because at some point in time, he's going to cool off. I think he's one of those players where it's like, okay, he has value. Him, Robert Covington, you can trade those pieces for pieces that could really make you better. And everybody's saying, oh, those are great pieces to have that make you so deep. Yes, they do, but they're also worth something. They're worth something. And like I said, those players aren't the answers to your problems. They're not. Rocco, you might want to hold on to. I might want to take Rocco out of there because of what he can do stealing the ball and shooting the three. I think I actually want to hold on to him if I'm the Clippers. But like Reggie Jackson, well, because you can't get the most out of him anyway. You can't get the most out of him anyway because now he's not starting. You got John Wall in front of him. John Wall in better shape he's going to get. John Wall don't make too many mistakes. So if he's healthy, he's basically an all-star. You ain't going to need him to sit him down too much. So as long as he gets back in shape, I'm looking at him almost like I'm looking at Ben Simmons. Once those two dudes get back in shape, they might make all-star teams. They might. Especially John Wall. Because he can shoot the ball. And people forgot how good of a defender he is. I have not. So it's a lot of good things in Clipperland, dude. It ain't like I'm sitting there saying, yo, the Clippers are going to suck. They're the Nets. Ain't no hope. Hell no, I ain't saying nothing like that. They got the pieces. Like I said, Reggie Jackson, maybe Rocco or somebody else. You package them together, get you a center. Get you a Vucevic, get you a, I don't know if you can afford him, but get you somebody, a JaVale type, anybody, a big, competent rebounder. Preferably can shoot the three a little bit. That always helps. But the Clippers need some size. Because if they don't find some bigs, they're going to have a very disappointing season. All this talk about them winning the championship, not possible. Not without size. It's just literally not possible. That small ball crap ain't going to work. And Ty Lue know it. I know he know. He's probably talking to the GM and all those guys about how we can improve our size situation right now. That's the only thing the Clippers need to be talking about right now. That's the only thing they need to be talking about right now. Don't let that little Laker game fool you. Everybody going to beat the Lakers when we shoot like that. You got college teams that'll beat us when we shoot like that. So no, that's not a real win. And you only won by 5 and you was up by 20-something? I'm telling you, the Clippers got problems. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They got problems. And Kawhi is not one of them. He looked great. He was striking fast. All of that. But it's roster issues. Real roster issues. You know, the worst thing they did was letting Hartenstein go. I don't know why I can't get that man's name. Hartenstein. The worst thing they could have did, let him walk. He should have had every minute of his money ready for him. Even if it meant letting go of Reggie Jackson. I'd rather have Hartenstein than Reggie Jackson right now for the Clippers. You just need him more. You literally need him more. So these are the type of decisions that you make. You know what I mean? They want to have a deep team. But depth don't mean nothing when everybody's 5'7". Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. When everybody's short, don't mean nothing. It's just basketball. People need to be big. Period. That's why I say you look at the teams I'm really excited about. Pelicans. Pelicans will wipe the floor with the Clippers with ease. It should not be a problem at all. You start talking about them big players that they got down there, it should not be a problem. They should 5 games. 5 games, they knock Clippers off 5 games. Kawhi get you 1. That's about it. All them dudes coming back from injury. You think Powell is going to be in shape? I hope he is. He's a hell of a player when he is, but look how many people you're relying upon to get healthy. At the same time, all make it through the season when the history tells you none of them dudes going to make it through the season. Paul George, Dwight Powell, John Wall, Kawhi Leonard. History tells you shouldn't bet on any of them dudes to play, like any of them. But together, they're supposed to come together and win a championship. I mean, just lies, bro. Lies. I guess they want y'all to bet on this team in Vegas or something. I think that's what it is, so they can take y'all money. I really believe it's somewhere along those lines. Because these are like blatant lies. When I say blatant, blatant. The Nets are not an NBA championship contender unless they get significantly better. The Clippers are not an NBA championship contender unless they get themselves a center. The Lakers are not an NBA championship contender unless they get themselves a lot more shooting and much smarter players in their role-playing positions. These are facts. So whatever it is that we telling ourselves about these teams, until these things are addressed, push them all the way out. They're not real. None of them. All 3 of those teams. And that's coming from the biggest Laker fan I know. I am the biggest Laker fan I know. We're not a contender until we make the trades. So that's what I wanted to say. I want to zero in on the Clippers, but talk clearly to you guys to help you understand. And my opinion is the media and a lot of people who are talking about these teams are not looking at things the way they should as it pertains to what the teams they're going to have to go against. When you look at what Minnesota just did, putting together Gobert and Towns, how the hell are the Clippers supposed to match up with that? Not possible. Absolutely impossible. So, that's what I got to say. My name is BDR44. I'll thank you all for watching. I'm out.